Welcome to the football overseas. Yes, guys, it's Champions League week. Yes, guys, everyone is looking forward to the Champions League. Even me, guys, looking forward. I'm confident. I want to see what the new players will do for us, like Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, and Co. So anything can happen in this one, guys. I'm doing game week 1 of the Champions League predictions. PSV versus Union Saint. You know this team already. PSV. They have great quality players, no doubt, and it will be looking good for PSV. I'm going for a 1-0 win for PSV against Union Saint. Athletic Club against Arsenal. Wow. Athletic Club against the Gunners. Arsenal. This will be interesting. Though this is going to be a Tuesday game indeed. And for me, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Arsenal against Athletic Bilbao. So yeah, they're going to face Athletic Club. So they're known as Athletic Bilbao. As guys, I know everyone know that is how their name is. Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund. Look, guys, we saw what happens between Juventus and Inter Milan in Serie A. Yesterday, Juventus won that game by 4 goals, coming from behind twice, back to back, with the Thuram brothers scoring in the same game. So Juventus against Borussia Dortmund. I'm looking at a 2-1 win here for Juventus. Anything can happen. They can drop 3 or 4 goals on Borussia Dortmund, and it's gonna look good indeed, because this is gonna be an interesting matchup between Juventus and Borussia Dortmund, because this is a league phase matchup. It is. So I'm going for Juventus win here, guys. 2 goals to 1. Anything can happen in this one. Benfica versus Qarabag FK. For me, I'm looking at a 3-0 win here for Benfica. Yeah, I'm looking at a 3-0 win for Benfica, indeed. Spurs versus Villarreal. Well, Thomas Partey, new club, Villarreal. So I'm looking at a 2-0 win here, guys, for Spurs against Villarreal. And it's going to be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, indeed. And it has to be a good game, no doubt. It has to be a good matchup between Spurs and Villarreal. It's going to be a good one. It is. It has to be a good game, because everyone is going to talk about, oh yes, Spurs with Mohamed Kudus in their team, they could play. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Spurs against Villarreal. Look, Villarreal has great quality players. Nicolas Pepe, that used to play for the Arsenal. So Arsenal fans knows Nicolas Pepe. So Spurs against Villarreal, this will be interesting, no doubt. Indeed, Thomas Frank, first Champions League in charge of Spurs, and his first home game of the Champions League phase. So this is interesting, no doubt, indeed. Real Madrid versus Marseille. Well, Mason Greenwood should have become a Jamaican player, but it didn't happen. So yeah, Real Madrid, they have like Trent Alexander-Arnold, they have Carvial, they have likes of I'm not sure if Antonio Rudiger will be playing indeed in this one. They have Kylian Mbappe up top. They have Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo Marcial, the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So Aubameyang is back with Marseille. So he rejoined Marseille. That is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So yeah. So this will be interesting. So I'm going for a 2-0 win for Real Madrid against Marseille anything can happen in this match, guys, and it is going to be at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Olympiacos against Pafos. Well, I'm looking at a 2-2 draw here between Olympiacos. Well, anything can happen, guys. We could even see a 4-0 win in this game. Anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. So I'm going for a draw, but anything can happen, guys. I'm just going to go for just a simple win for Olympiacos. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for them indeed. Slavia against Bodø Glimt. So this will be interesting though between Slavia against Bodø Glimt. So I'm going for a 3-1 win for Bodø Glimt against Slavia. Bayern Munich against Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson joins Bayern Munich from Chelsea. So this will be interesting. Will he steps up against Enzo Maresca team? We have to find out what Vincent Company will do, and this will be at the Allianz Arena. So I'm going for a massive 3-0 win for Bayern Munich. Look, they won their game on the weekend by 5-0 indeed over Tottenham. So that was a fantastic game, no doubt. PSG versus Atlanta. So they look Atalanta. So they're looking comfortable. PSG again. They'll be taking on Atalanta, and this will be looking good for that. For PSG, they lost Donnarumma. He played earlier in the Manchester Derby, his first game as the new Manchester City goalkeeper. That is Donnarumma. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going for a 2-0 win for PSG against Atalanta. Ajax against Inter Milan. Inter Milan has lots of Akanji. So they got Akanji, that is Inter. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Inter Milan over Ajax. My club Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Look, this game is going to be interesting at our yard on Wednesday because look, Arne Slot is the new coach of this team, no doubt. So I'm going for a 2-0 win for my club Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Copenhagen versus Leverkusen. Oh, I'm going for a 3-0 win for Leverkusen against Copenhagen. Club Brugge against Monaco. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting, no doubt. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Frankfurt versus Galatasaray. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Galatasaray against Frankfurt. Sporting against Qarabag. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Sporting CP. Newcastle United versus Barcelona. I'm gonna go easy. I'm gonna go with a comfortable win here. I'm gonna go for a 4-0 win for Barcelona over Newcastle United. Newcastle United lost Alexander Isak to us. That is interesting though. Manchester City against Napoli. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne against his former club, Man City, and also his former manager in Pep Guardiola. And this will be at the Etihad Stadium. So Scott McTominay and Kevin De Bruyne will be returning back to England, to Manchester, to face Manchester City at the Etihad. Indeed, this will be interesting now, guys. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Manchester City after a 3-0 win earlier in the Manchester Derby. So, guys, subscribe to the Football Overseas channel. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. Indeed. And I'm going to do this one, guys, over for my channel. So, take care and have a great day. I'm out.